In the last 2 years, we have a new term in science, biocosmology. Um, Now it's getting very popular to integrate or to think, to discuss how to integrate evolution of life into cosmology. I published a book back in 1990, 32 years ago, with the title End of Time, in the sense that time is not a fourth dimension of space. And with the first subtitle of the book, Bio-Cosmology. Bio-Cosmology, 32 years ago. Because it was clear to me 32 years ago that science has to integrate not only cosmology and biology, but also it has to integrate social sciences into cosmology. Because what happened on the planet Earth, let's say a human society, this is also happening in the universe. So I read a few articles about this biocosmology that now they have certain scientists' idea about biocosmology. The link is below this article. One of them is I think quite famous, Smolin. I think it's Leo Smolin, something like this. And first thing that we need to understand that you cannot integrate evolution of life into Big Bang cosmology, because the Big Bang cosmology is a fairy tale. This is the most stupid ever scientific theory. It's actually Big Bang even is not scientific theory because it's not falsifiable. Okay, you cannot prove it, you cannot disprove it. Big Bang, it's a religion. It's a religion. It's a religious theory. And what I've seen with this physicist, which they try now to integrate life into cosmology, they don't understand the basic. And the basic is that consciousness is something that you cannot forget when you integrate life into cosmology. Because we humans, we are conscious beings. So now to develop a kind of biocosmology where you don't integrate consciousness, it is a big mistake. Consciousness, actually, I think that consciousness does not exist. I did many years I searched on consciousness, and I published several articles, but I think the consciousness does not exist. From the phenomenological point of view, what really exists is a being, the being. Sure, this is a cosmic being, only one. We cannot even say that it's one, but it is cosmic being. We cannot put numbers on it. And the very property of the cosmic being is being conscious of something. So I'm aware of this book. Now I hold this book in front of me, and I know that the book is here. I'm conscious of position of this book. I don't need to think about. So Being is always conscious about something, and this something is an object. And this object can also be a psychological object, I know, a thought or your emotion or some memory or whatever. But I think it's not proper is if we say that when we use this term self-conscious, you know, the being cannot be conscious about itself because to be conscious is always about something. So I think that more proper term is that you know the being. It's about knowing, you know. It's not about being conscious. So consciousness always is in relation to something, but being is not in relation with anything. Yeah, and this is, I think, the biggest challenge of every human being, and the biggest challenge of uh, of science. What is being? Because human being is not only mind, it's not only body, but it is also being. It's a very simple question. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I that I'm conscious of this world? Yeah. Can I know myself? It's not a proper thing to say, can I be conscious of myself? No. Can I know myself? Yes. You can. You can know yourself. You just close your eyes, and whatever you have in your inner space is a psychological subject. I mean, sorry, object. Hmm? It is your subjectivity in the sense that this is something that your mind is creating, but it is not you. It is not being. Being is consciousness, is conscious about whatever. So once you you know that everything that exists is inside of the being, then you know the being, then you know yourself. Cosmic being is this primordial reality in which everything exists. And this is you. You are this primordial cosmic reality. It is amazing. It is amazing that human being can reach so far, that we can grasp the the, the, the origin of everything, the the substance of the universe. We can catch. So without being, or let's say at least without consciousness, it's more popular now in science, consciousness, there is no development of biocosmology. Yeah, yeah. So I wish you good evening.